see, I'm repping that BMT. No matter where I go, no matter where I be. We'll be rocking it like that, man. I love the fit of this shirt, bro.
Bro, look, I just have to get off the elevator. Look at it. The BMT shirt on. You know, we representing all over in Thailand.
What's up, y'all? It's the Travel OG, and I gotta do my BMT commercial, man, for my BMT shirt, man. This shirt is so dope, man. It shows off your guns, fits your muscles, gives you room at the bottom for the belly, and then you're repping the BMT brand, man. So make sure y'all pick up that BMT shirt, because it's fire. It looks good. He got them in different colors, and I'm telling y'all, man, the fit, it ain't that cheap. It's a real quality shirt, man. I love it, BMT. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for blessing me with the shirt. And I'll see you on the other side. You dig?
Fellas, don't forget to check out the Black Man Travels merch store where you can purchase BMT t-shirts, tank tops, travel quote tees, and much more. All right, we are here, family. We are here. Running a little late, a lot late, but we here. Shout out to everybody in the chat that's already in the room. Give a shout out to you. Hey, guys, let me know if I'm still lagging. If I'm lagging, let me know. Yeah, fellas, do me a favor and hit that like button. We in here. He said it takes 2 seconds. All right. Yeah, we here. Got a little blurriness. All right. Let me get this straight. We got a good show lined up for you guys today. Hope all is well with the family. We here, man. We running a little late, but we here. Shout out to everybody. Okay, everybody say I'm good. That's what's up. All right, I want to give apologies first and foremost. Like this, you know, I'm 12 hours ahead. So I've been trying to do shows later because, you know, more people can tune in the actual live. So apologies on being late, guys. So super apologies on that. But we here now, though. We'll give a shout out to everybody in the room. We got 61 in the room already. Do me a favor and hit that like button for your boy. We got a good show lined up for you guys today. I want to give a shout out to my dude, Zoo. He's already in the building. He says, wake up. We here, man. We here. All right. Ed Travels in the building. He said, where they at? That's what's up. MZG says BMT is sleep is hell. Okay. Right now, we got On Track Man in the building. Give a shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you becoming a member. All right. He said, brother, Matriarchy got him. Yeah, y'all roasted me, but we good, man. We here. The big Euro stepper. The big Euro stepper. He forgot what time his own live was. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. All right, we got Global Paper in the building. That's what's up. Charles Explorer, say you good. All right, so we in here, man. Somebody says it's 1:55 a.m. here in London. Yeah, man, these times are crazy. Tobias the Traveler. Shout out to my dude Tobias, man. You guys make sure you go check out his YouTube channel. He has a really dope YouTube channel. All right. We got Antoine Johnson in the building. Says keep up the great content. That's right. You owe me 25. You owe me 25 cents. I got you, bro. Taking the you guys with these YouTube names, man. But yes, we here. But we got a good show today. Let's see. Let me see. I got some questions. Yo, Aaron, did you add me to the BMT 2.0 travel group? Yeah, join the BMT 2 travel group. Speaking of groups, I want to give a shout out to everybody in the Facebook group, all right? The Passport Bros Facebook group and the BMT Black Men Travels 2.0 Facebook group as well. A lot of good information, guys. If you haven't already joined, make sure you go over there and join the Facebook group. You can see it's a lot of informational posts. We got right here the top 10 countries to find a loyal woman. All right. So somebody said Ukraine, Thailand coming at number 2. I can attest to Thailand being a good country to find a wife. That's definitely true. Not sure about Ukraine. The Philippines, haven't been to the Philippines either, but I'm hearing a lot of good things about the Philippines in concerns of wifey material. So I've been hearing some good things. Russia, and I'm not sure about Russia. All right. Colombia, that's definitely true. You can definitely find you a good wife in Colombia. I definitely agree with that. They're a little, passionate, but you definitely can find a good woman in Colombia, especially if you're in some of those, I would say, not tourist cities, outside, Cali, Barranquilla. You got whole different type of female that you would say you met her in the park in Medellin or something. So you got some good Colombian women. Now here you got Japan. Some of the most loyal and well-mannered women live in Japan. I've been hearing some good things about Japanese women. China, not sure about China. And somebody said the Dominican Republic. All right, so yeah, that's you go. There's some good women in the DR. You got to be, DR is real close to America. It's very close to America. So I would be careful. I can definitely say it's definitely possible. But just keep in mind, DR, has a lot of people that have a lot of relatives in like New York and like major cities on the East Coast, going back and forth to the Dominican Republic. So just be careful of that influence that America has on countries that's so close to it. Bro, the workout are working, you losing weight. Yeah, man, I've been dropping a few pounds, man. The food is healthy here. That's the very good thing. Food is definitely healthy here. All right. We got Bandana Travels in the building. Says salute, passport homies. Somebody says Cambodia. I've been hearing some good things about Cambodia as well, man. I've been here for a little minute now, so I'm starting to recognize like the differences in the Asians. Like I can tell by the features now if I'm talking to or looking at a Chinese person versus a Thai person. Like before when I first got here, I thought everybody kind of looked similar or the same pretty much. But now, me being here for a while, like I can tell a Japanese person off the rip because Japanese people are kind of bigger, you know what I'm saying? They would be the Asians that are more closer to our size and body type. Japanese men they're very machismo. They kind of walk with their chest out, a little bit more. They kind of walk around like this. So I can kind of tell versus the Chinese man is, a little bit smaller. The head's a little bit bigger. They kind of a little bit inward with it. So I can tell, even with the women, I can start to tell, the differences a little bit more. All right. Let me give a shout out. Let me catch these super chats real quick, and we're gonna hop right into the show. All right, I gotta let me miss. I don't want to miss none, guys. All right, you know what? I think I still got one more. I want to give a shout out to Pisces Senses Are Tingling. Man, you guys with these YouTube channel names with the $5 super chat, man, I really appreciate that. He says, currently divorcing my wife after 6 years of marriage, headed to Pattaya in 9 weeks after a 10-year hiatus. Yeah, man, come on out here. Thailand is amazing. I will say that. Thailand is very amazing. All right. Let's see. I got another super chat here by Ed Trout with the $5 super chat. He says, Filipinos usually speak English and give you that girlfriend experience, but they got PhDs in scamming. You have to be on point. You know what, man? There's really no utopia in the world. I will say that. That's every country you go to is going to have your cultural issues. All right. So, I don't want to make it seem like when I'm talking about guys traveling the world that you're just going to hop in the country and just have all the, the benefits and, it's different. Excuse me. It's different. Depending on what country you're in, each country offers different types of benefits and different women culturally, basically. So you definitely want to familiarize yourself with the culture and the language before you decide to make an emotional investment in, far as romance in a woman. You just want to make sure. So I will say that. But I've been hearing a lot of good things about Filipino women since I've been here in Thailand. All right. Shout out to Jesse Ville. He says, escape the matriarchy. That's very true. I want to speak on that, man. I definitely want to speak on that. So much bias said they don't call it amazing Thailand for nothing. Yeah, that's very true. The land of milk and honey. All right, we in here, man. We got 141 in the building. Make sure you guys hit that like button when you come on the room. Now, something very interesting to me happened to me last night, right? I was at the gas station now, pull up to the little 7-Eleven and everything. And I see a guy, a little Asian cat, Thai guy. He hops off his bike. He has this brand new phone, like an iPhone 12 or something like that. A little blurry. Hold on. Okay. All right. And he, on the bikes, you got the you got your cell phone attached to the handlebars. It's like a little attachment. You can kind of put it there. That could be like your GPS or whatnot. And he left it on there, and he knew he left it because usually I would be like, "Hey man, you left your phone," but he knew he left it. And I'm like, damn. In my Americanized mind, I'm so used to crime and theft and violence and robbery and stealing that I still have to wrap my head around a safe country, a culture of people that generally don't steal or rob each other, right? So I'm still getting adjusted to that. And we, especially as Westerners, we're so used to living in a society where we got to always watch our back. We got to always, we got to watch everything, keep our phones on them. We can't leave our phone for like 5-10 seconds, before somebody might take it. I had my phone stolen in the DR, got pickpocketed a whole, 2-3 times out there in the Dominican Republic. Hold on, guys. All right, there we go. Yeah, there we go. So it's an adjustment getting back. And then once you experience it, it would be difficult for you to go back into countries that are not as safe, right? So that's why I came up with the show, why men are fed up with a matriarch. Because in a patriarch, things are generally speaking, not in all cases, but generally speaking, society as a whole is a lot safer. Now, I'm not saying that we don't have our issues with the patriarchs, right? Patriarchal countries, but just in moving around, when you got men in these households, men that instill, integrity, and keep in mind, you still got like a large, single parent household in some of these countries all around the world. It's the culture that keeps it balanced. But most of us, specifically talking to Black men, we don't know the benefits. We don't have a frame of reference for a patriarchy, right? That's why, we don't try due diligence to build up a new patriarch in America. It's very difficult. But when we did have a patriarchy, we built Black Wall Streets all over the country, less than one generation after, slavery, basically. So there's some benefits. It's just the fact that we're so comfortable with the matriarchy. We don't have a frame of reference on how beneficial a patriarchy are to not only men, but society as a whole. All right. When men, run these societies, and it's a male-oriented type of culture, it's certain things that's just not going to happen in mass. I saw an interview with the rapper B.O.B. out there in Atlanta, and he was like, man, Atlanta is Grand Theft Auto right now, right? Atlanta has gotten, very bad. Me growing up, Atlanta always had its issues, but it wasn't like, bad, like, New York or New Orleans or nothing like that. Like it was safe to go around. It wasn't no territorial beefs. It wasn't really no gangs back when I was growing up in Atlanta. It was all about the beautiful women. We always had a lot of, pretty women in Atlanta for the most part. So Atlanta was on that player stuff back in the day, dancing, having a good time. You might knuckle up with a couple of cats every now and then, but it really wasn't no gun game like it is now, where everybody just got to shoot each other and shit, right? So, seeing Atlanta on this downward trend after, it seemed like I'm just saying it seems like after Kasim Reed, he was a little bit of a tough mayor. Then you had Keisha Lance Bottoms, and she kind of went in there with the, being liberal. She was firing the police chiefs. She was going back and forth, trying to, I guess he wanted to really make Atlanta comfortable for, all Black people with the police. But now you can see it, it's just super dysfunctional right now. It's super, all the major cities, all right, that most Black people are in are crime field, bro. Crime field, because we talk about police and all that. You got some good police. You got I was raised by a police officer. You got some bad police, most definitely. But I know for a fact that they have a very difficult job. Like, it's not easy being a police officer, guys. Like, there are crimes that go in place, and they got to be on point. They want to be able to come home to their families too. I mean, you got some serious knuckleheads out there, man. All right. Let me catch this right here. Azra Yahad, bro. I cannot pronounce that name for nothing. He said, I'm born and raised in Atlanta. Here now. Atlanta is Gotham City for real. Buckhead is the hood now. That's hard to believe, man. That is hard to believe, family. All right. Atlanta's home, but it just isn't the same for me. Shout out to my dude Zoo. Arthur Mack says facts. Okay, let me catch these super chats real quick. All right. Shout out to Motto, the international mango lover. Shout out to you. I really appreciate that super chat. He's also a member. So I appreciate that. He said, shout out to BMT. Let's keep traveling and living like kings. Let's keep applying pressure and give the haters something to talk about. Most definitely. Most definitely, man. That passport really is the cheat code, man. You deserve to experience different cultures and see how different cultures interact with each other. You know what I'm saying? You really do deserve that. I've never, ever been to a country this damn safe before. So it was like shocking to me. It was shocking to me that, people can just leave they bike run or leave their keys in their bike, leave things out. Like, it was just, I'm like, bro, this is different. Like, it's very peaceful here, very safe here. When you have an incident, where it be any type of incident, it will be on the front page of the news the next day here in Thailand. I just want you to keep that in mind. Even if it's small, even if it's just, a little scuffle or something, they will put you on blast, because that's just not the norm out here. All right. That's just not the norm out here. And we all deserve to experience that, to be able to experience just walking around 4, 5 in the morning. I mean, I hear guys all the time saying, hey man, I just, walk around that night. No issues, not even really paying attention. Walk to the ATM. We all know, you go in some places in Colombia, and especially in Medellin, you better be real careful when you leave that ATM machine. You better make sure ain't nobody behind you. You better make sure. As a matter of fact, most people, when they see, and I learned this when I was living in Medellin, you got to be back like 5, 6 feet from anybody at that ATM machine, man, because they're going to suspect of you trying to maybe possibly rob them. All right. Let's see. Shout out to my dude David. He said, shout out to BMT. I'm in ATL now, and it's legal to carry a firearm without a permit. It's the wild, wild west. I'm out the matrix with it. Yeah, man. Atlanta's gotten bad, man. In general, America has gotten bad. So they have metal detectors. We got a lot of cats from the ATL in here. Shout out to Trader Man. I think I know Trader Man. Shout out to Trader Man. They have metal detectors in Linux now. Man, I'm telling you, when you travel the world, especially in these Asian countries and even some of these Middle Eastern countries, you add years to your life, man. You really do add years to your life. It's a beautiful thing to be able to live somewhere where the cost of living is lower. The healthcare 9 times out of 10 it could be possibly a little bit better. All right, they don't have the motivation to misdiagnose you to make money. In some of these countries overseas, like here in Thailand and Colombia, you go to the pharmacist here in Thailand. It's like basically having a consultation with a nurse here. Like, they really on there, so you can buy anything you want in the pharmacy. You don't need to go to a doctor for any prescriptions. It's a lot of benefits, and basically spending time or investing time overseas. And I just don't want guys to get caught up in, I don't want the message to be lost. I did a video earlier this week about, is the message being lost, because there's so much emphasis on the women. They keep, putting the women on us and all the other things about the women. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Most expats, guys living in Colombia or Brazil, that's kind of like the last. It's not such a conversational piece. All right, we all love women, but it's not a conversational piece like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not what we talk about all day. We talk about other things. We talk about, hey man, did you know that you can they just opened a digital nomad visa, in Brazil, here in Thailand. The conversation is even different, bro. The conversation is different. The women are just there. You're going to, if you're in Thailand, if you're in Brazil, if you're in Colombia, if you're in the Philippines, right? You're gonna have your woman, bro. Like it's just comes with it. It's like plug and play. Like you go out on one date, maybe two, you got a girlfriend, right? No going back and forth, no emotional trauma and games. It's none of that. All right. She's a man, you a man, she's a woman. Boom, you there. All right. Simple as that. You're gonna play your role, she's gonna play her role. All right. And that makes it way more comfortable because it's like the natural order of things. All right. You're not having to like go back and forth or try to compete or just all those cultural relationship issues that we have in the Matrix are damn near, I would say, non-existent. Now, don't get me wrong. Let me preface this before I say it because I don't want to mislead you guys. Relationships are difficult regardless. All right. Relationships are difficult regardless, whether she be from Japan, Thai, Brazilian. Relationships going to always be relationships. All right. Relationships aren't easy, period. But when everybody's playing a role, right, it makes it a whole lot easier. When she's doing what she needs to do, when you're doing what you need to do. Now, I will say this. In most of the countries that we like to visit, you definitely are going to be, if you're the breadwinner, you're going to be taking care of her. And some guys might be more comfortable with the 50-50 thing. Hold on. Where we at? Give me a second, fellas. This thing charging. Hold on, fellas. Family. Hold on. All right, we back. We back, family. Apologies. All right, we back. Yes, but like I was saying before, in most cases in these countries when you're dating these women, and there's nothing wrong with getting a high corporate lawyer. My ex-girlfriend in Barranquilla, she's she just became a lawyer, so I'm definitely happy and proud of her for sticking with it. But you can get those type of women. But even with them being a lawyer, they still not making that type of money. They still going to play their role, all right, even when they're successful. And that's like the good thing. But in most cases, most of the times, you will have to foot the majority, if not all of the bills, all right? Some cats might have an issue with that. I don't have an issue with that personally. I don't mind taking care of a woman because when I take care of a woman, she's going to take care of me. And that's like the difference of some of the cultural things you got to kind of adjust to. Like I said, in most cases, a lot of guys want their women to be the 50-50. They want them to pay half the bills. Hey, whatever arrangement that you want to do, that's fine. I don't go back and forth with dudes on how they decide to, live their life and what type of relationship it is. You your own entity, you your own man. You do what you do. All I'm saying is for me to be more comfortable, I would just be the provider and protector for my woman. All right. Let me catch a super chat real quick. Gabriel says, Japan is the safest country I ever visited. Very true. Very true. All right. Mr. Bishop said, BMT, with all that said, you still prefer living in Colombia? Every day here, it gets harder and harder to leave, right? It gets harder and harder to leave. But yes, I do love Colombia. I still live in Colombia. So Colombia to me is a very beautiful country. Medellin is a very special city. I had a time of my life in Medellin. So yeah, right now still Colombia. Believe it or not, still Colombia. Shout out to Dre the Kid. He says ATL is home. Glad I'm not there though. All right. Get this a super chat real quick. All right. Poor man 313 with a 5 super chat. Man, I really appreciate that. You know about any remote online jobs we can do while traveling? Yes, I do, man. We got a list of 300 online jobs. It's on the website, Black Men Travels. All right. If you go to the website, you look at the last article. As a matter of fact, let me pull it up for you guys because I'm getting a lot of that questions. So hold on. Let me pull it up for you guys real quick. I'm going to show you exactly. And shout out to my dude, Andre from Love Crossing Borders. He provided me with this. All right, so let me pull this up real quick, guys, to show you. You can go to the Black Men Travels website. All right, you can. It's a PDF you can download. Hold on. Where we at? All right, give me a second, family. All right. All right, so here we go. If you go to the Black Men Travels website right here, we got the BMT News. You can just click on the travel news right here. All right, BMT News right here. You got different articles right here in the jobs category. 300 companies hiring for online jobs summer of 2022. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Andre said he's going to update this list as well. So you click on it right here. All right. And basically you have a PDF with links. That's why it's a PDF to different jobs. All right. So starting in alphabetical order, you got all these jobs that are hiring over 300 jobs. All right. So over 100-something jobs hiring for online work. All right. You got jobs hiring for between $14 and $22 an hour. I say all these jobs are available, man. So guys, you can, put in your applications. You got Hilton Worldwide right there. It says work at home. Phone jobs paying between $12 and $15 per hour. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking like, man, that's not enough. Listen, if you know how to, move, you know how to, be in certain cities, it's very reasonable. Like you still gonna be making, depending on how many hours you work, you still can make a good living, even at $12, $15 an hour. All right, especially here in Thailand, $12, $15 an hour, and you doing 40 hours a week. That's more than enough money to sustain yourself in Thailand. We got some jobs. It was intermediate. Remote tech support jobs paying about $18 per hour. All right. So here you go, guys. Just go to the website, Black Men Travels. Click on the travel news where the travel blog is, and go ahead and download this list. You got American Express right here. All right. They reported to pay $15 to $20 per hour using virtual and work at home. All right. So American Express looking for guys with a 4-year college degree. All right. You got Apple is hiring. It's $14 per hour. So most of them are like 14, 15. You got Capital One hiring $10 to $13 an hour. About employees in Florida and Virginia only. Okay, that's strange. Florida and Virginia. All right. You got Enterprise. All right. So make sure to check that list out when you guys get a chance if you're looking for an online job. Providing is our job anyway. Yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely. Like I say, if you the type of man that want to date, a corporate wife, I totally understand. Like I say, that's your business. Me personally, I like more of a traditional relationship. All right. All right. Own and only. What health insurance you recommend for Colombia? That is a very good question. I'm very with the health insurance, man. Since my mom's a doctor, I'm very careful on who I decide to be insured by, right? Because I don't want any, mishaps or what they're not covering. But I will mention, and I'm not affiliated with this company at all. I will say what I use is Nomad Insurance Safety Wing. They're pretty good. I did my little research. My mom did her research. We're very particular. Make sure that's no one of them BS insurance companies. So I use Safety Wing, guys. That's what I use for my health insurance. All right, like $70 a month. It's not that much. Mufasa asks, any freelance video editors living overseas? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I meet all types of digital nomads over here. Let's see. Most guys I meet, a lot of them are ex-military, a lot of them are retired. I see a lot of ex-law enforcement over here as well. But for the most part, you'll get a lot of IT guys. But you can, definitely, do companies like Fiverr and everything. You can definitely work like freelance work. So yeah, you can make it happen being a video editor. People need video editors now, by the way. Video editing is high in demand right now. It's super high in demand right now. Trust me. So if you know how to edit videos, you know how to do all the polished graphics like Richie Mack, yeah, you can definitely make some money. You can charge too. Shout out to my dude David. He says, man, that's some good value with those online jobs. I'm going to check that out. Yeah, just keep in mind, when you're looking at the pay for the jobs and you're seeing 10, because you got a lot of data entry jobs that hire. Like, I think I saw one data entry job paying $1,000 a month, but I think you only have to work 20 hours a week. That's not a lot of money, but you can sustain yourself in most of the countries that we like to be in overseas. All right. Shout out to Bandana Travels. That's a dope YouTube name. Got a Colombian. Bandana, that's what's up. Says, keep going in with the content. Tobias, I see you, bro. Shout out to my dude Tobias once again. Shout out to him. The official website, I'm not sure what the official website is, but you can go to Black Man Travels and download it as a PDF. I know Andre is updating right now. I think he's going to put out another list of jobs. I think he said like sometime next week. All right. Tobias makes a good point. He says, BMT travelers are brothers willing to obtain the skills needed for many of the higher paying jobs. I believe so, man. I believe so. You definitely can get like certain certificates with Google and everything, so you can get, paid a little higher. That might be just the entry to go ahead and get you at the States, because I know it's getting kind of rough in the States. So, maybe you can get a little small online job making $10, $15 an hour, and then you can study, because this is the good thing about living overseas too. You have more time at your disposal, right? When your rent is $300-$400, you don't have to, instead of $1,500 to $2,000, you got more time at your disposal, man. So you can definitely have time to learn the language. You got time to, get different skill sets. You don't have to be in America. You can go to school online. You can do all that overseas and still enjoy your life, right? It's not such a sacrifice where you trying to be in school and work 2-3 jobs at the same time just to live, just to survive, basically. You're working 60, 70 hours a week, Now you're working 30, 40 hours a week. You're not making a whole bunch of money, but that's going to give you time to put yourself in a position to get more skills. All right. Good point. Good point by Saint Cyr. Says, fellas, look into the many facets of tech, software engineer, Salesforce admin, UI, UX design. Shout out to them, because I'm very familiar with that, with the mobile app. Data analytics. Hey, that's another good thing. Yes, that's very true. I want to point out data analytics. I know a guy, a friend of mine, that works for a very established company doing analytics, making 6 figures. All right. So that's good money as well. It's funny, right? Because we might be out, because we get, like I said, we 12 hours ahead. So we might be out and about with a group of guys, we all partying and, having a good time, drinking and whatnot. And, you'll get 2-3 of the guys say, oh, I got to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's about to be 11 o'clock in America. I got to go to work. Or, oh, it's 8 a.m. in America. I got to run, go to work real quick. I got to work a few hours real quick. So you do have that. Like a lot of guys that pretty much our night is your day. You might have to, pull up and adjust to working all throughout the night here. That's one of the things you got to adjust to. Even myself, as you can see, I was, a couple hours late today. Shout out to Raymond Farmer. I think that's Form D. Because what up, sir? When you come back to the States, I can send you a bottle of, okay, that's my dude. That's my dude. I meant to show you man, do I have that picture? Let me see if I can find it in the group real quick. Let me see if I can find that picture in the group real quick, man. Hold on real quick. I want to give a special shout out to this dude right here. Because he's doing this thing. If I can find that pic. Where's that pic? Hold on. Is that it? There we go. Here we go. Let me show this real quick. I want to give a special shout out to him. Because I love linking up with brothers that are doing their thing, entrepreneur. So hold on. I want to show you guys this pic. Let's see what we got here. There we go. So you can see, got my man's right here with the BMT shirt on. Now this is his liquor right here. This is his company. Right, he has his own liquor. It says premium vodka. What's that spirit? What's that special spirit right here? 2 times the steel. Let me see if I can click on that name right quick. Let me see if I can zoom up. H.J. Smith, I believe that is. What's that? But let me know what's the name of the company in the chat. Let me know what's the name of the company, because I can't see it. The picture's a little small. All right. H.J. Smith Bourbon. There we go. H.J. Smith Bourbon right here. I have to learn the rules to mail internationally. Yeah, I can't wait to taste it, bro. I can't wait to check it out. That's what I'm talking about, man. Entrepreneurship. That's another thing you can do, guys. You can be entrepreneurs. You can be digital entrepreneurs as well. Right? So we got my man, El Luis, Kobe, and Tremel. They got the cigars. You got my man right here with his own liquor. You got guys with their own clothing lines. We got to learn how to support each other, man. How to buy from each other. One thing I've learned about this Asian community, and I told a friend of mine this, shout out to my dude Dre. I said, we take it personal when, we find out that, other cultures or other groups of people don't really shop with it. They don't really support us financially, right? Not knowing that that's just how Asians are, period. You got, Asians that won't buy anything from a Korean company. Thai people, they typically eat or even drink, Thai products for the most part. They're very financially loyal to each other. They want to support each other financially, versus us. We got liquid money. We just give it to everybody. Boom, 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 boom. And nothing, we don't have no support coming back to our communities. We don't build up our communities because we don't generally financially support our communities. All the money is taken out of our community. You got the Middle Eastern cats that got all the gas stations in America. They send that money back to their countries, their homelands. They're not doing any fundraisers. They're not doing anything. They're not doing no scholarships. They're not doing anything. All right. And they make millions from our neighborhoods. They don't give us nothing back. So we have to learn how to support each other, especially as men, because that's the thing. That's a little bit of the stigma about being, black men for the most part. Like we generally, now we supporting in this group because we're passports. We think differently. We're progressive. But in general, we got to get into the habit of supporting each other. So guys, do me a favor. I don't know if you want to drop your website in the chat, brother, but I'll post it for the rest of the stream. Get you some sales, man. So we got to support each other. I can't wait to try out that liquor. So shout out to Raymond Farmer, Form D with the 5 super chat, man. Shout out to you, bro. I love seeing that, man. I love seeing that. Shout out to bro, I cannot pronounce that name for nothing, but appreciate $1.99 super chat. I think that's Eo Manomi 1. He says, keep up the great work, bro. I really appreciate that. All right. Shout out to Mr. I'm just coming in because that online job list was $1 million game. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Andre, man. He provided that list. Shout out to Andre. He came up with that, man. He put that list together. You got guys really putting in work. At Passport Bros, man, we believe in help each other out. We know a lot of guys want to lead the matrix, man. And you got to step on faith to a certain degree, guys. You definitely got to step on faith. But I've had discussions with guys. They say, hey, man, I need I need about 100 grand in the bank before I leave America. I need 50 grand. That's on you. Your budgeting, what you're comfortable with, is definitely on you. But I will say that you don't have to wait 10 years and stack 100 G's to live overseas, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think that rhyme. I mean, that for the rhyme, but you got to step out on faith a little bit. It's gonna be some times where you're uncomfortable, but it's so beneficial to you, bro. Like, to be able to not only live overseas, but to set up roots, right? To access a different credit, line, separate from your American credit line. You got these countries with their own credit system, right? And you can tap into that credit system, right? Just to give you guys some games. You got countries with their own banking system, all right? You can become a citizen. You'll have dual passports. Like, it's so many benefits, bro. It's so many benefits. You got guys. I know guys that drive trucks, right? They go hard for 6 months, especially during like the holiday season. You can make a lot of money, in the logistics during the holiday season. They go hard for them 6 months, and they be in Brazil or Colombia for 6 months, bro. They stack that, run that road, hard, stack their cheese up. I'm not sure how much, maybe 30, 40 grand or something like that. And they live in South America for 6 months. All right. Yes, I have been. Come on, man. Y'all asking something. Come on, bro. I appreciate you becoming a member, bro, but I can't answer that online. Somebody said all you need is 2K. If you make 2K a month, excuse me, in most of the countries that we're in, that'd be a good budget. That'd be a decent budget at $2,000 a month. All right. It depends, right? If you're going out drinking every night, you might, go through your budget. But $2,000 a month, especially here in Thailand, you're good. You good. All right, let me post it. H.J. Smith Distillers. Let me post that, guys. Post that right quick. All right, shout out to Tobias, to Travel Channel Super Chat. I really appreciate it. He said, I work in tech product management and don't have a degree, but make close to $200,000. I tell brothers about it, and they never hit me about it, about how I did it. Time to make an online course. Let me read that right. I tell brothers about it, and they never hit me about how I did it. Time to make an online course. Yeah, man. Make that online course, bro. I help promote it. I would help promote it. $200,000 a year overseas, you're basically a millionaire. You're basically a millionaire. You just became a millionaire. Or what they call it, a paceonaire. You're a paceonaire right now. You literally, that's a lot of money, man. That is a lot of money. And I don't want to give too much information because I try to save a lot of information for the Patreon. But I will say that there are a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities, overseas when it comes to investing in property. All right. So 200,000 in the States, that's really good money still in America, but it might not be enough. You might not have enough disposable income to really save and invest. Even at 200K, that's a lot of money. If you got a couple of kids or you're on child support, it'd be difficult. But 200K overseas, right? 200K overseas, you're basically a millionaire. Basically a paceonaire. You millionaire, bro. That's a lot of money. So I want to give a shout out to Tobias the Traveler. Make sure you check out his channel, man. You know what, Tobias? Let's do a show. Let's do a show soon. When you get a chance, let's do a show. Let's schedule a show, man. And we can talk about it. All right. Shout out to Mango Dice. It's a great way to earn remote, learn to code, or become a UX designer, project manager, QA tester, or data analyst. Study, put in that work. I definitely agree. I met a chick out in Brazil. She's American, a sister. She's a UX designer. She makes really good money, and she's always trying to hire other Black people at her job. Matter of fact, I need to hit her up, ask her if her job is hiring. Shout out to Isaiah C. with the $5 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. Isaiah C. Yes. Appreciate that $5 super chat. All right. All right. KBB said he got on the website. Yeah. Go ahead. It's a PDF. So you can download it, and all the links are there, bro. All the links are there. So you just apply. Just apply. Like I say, I know you like, man, $10, $15 an hour. Hey, man, that go a long way overseas, especially if you're getting 40 hours in a week. Shout out my dude, Traversity in the building. You up early, bro. You up early. That's what's up. Shout out to my dude. Shout out to my dude. Life Enjoyer. He's a member. Appreciate you becoming a member, bro. He says, light thinking man. Templar used to do. He's now an expat in Brazil. I didn't know he put that information out there, but yes, I did hang out with Thinking Man Templar, bro. We was out there in LeBlanc, actually. We went to a nice little restaurant. We just chopped it up. Good brother, man. Very methodical. You know what I'm saying? We had a real deep conversation about black men and, that what's the word he used? People trying to hold us emotionally hostage in the States, right? When general, we can get up out of there, live in Brazil, live in Colombia, live in Dominican Republic, live in Thailand. It's a whole different experience, man. It's so much better. And like I say, the whole women debate and all that other stuff, man, it's kind of detracting from all the other benefits that you have for living overseas. No, these countries are not perfect, bro. They're not perfect. All right. They got their issues. They definitely have their issues. But in general, if you have any type of, street sense, or you grew up in the inner city, you know how to move a little bit, you might not have that many issues, bro. You might not have that issue. The cool thing about being black and overseas is people tend to just leave you alone. They like, hey, they might say, hey, what's up? They cool with it. They like our culture. They love our music. They love our music so much so they make their own versions of our music. Right? You go to some of the Middle Eastern clubs, they got their own little Drake with the Drake beats and all that. But in general, man, it's good to be black. Like, yo, it's an experience, man. It's definitely an experience, bro. When you go overseas, it's like you're a superstar at sometimes, So shout out to my dude, Thinking Man Templar. I ran to him in Brazil. Shout out to him. Shout out to Mr. Mrs. That's literally what I'm doing right now in this truck. Yeah, man, run the bag up. Run the bag up, bro. Get the money. Get the money. Run the bag up, bro. I got a good homie down there. I linked up with in Brazil. He be like, yeah, man, I'm leaving next month. I got one more month here. I'm gonna run the bag up. I'm gonna make crazy money. Like, he tell me all types of like loads of stuff he gonna make. They make bands in that trucking industry, right? For running different routes and everything. He's like, yeah, man, I'm about to go 3 to 6 months. It depends on how my money looking. I'm gonna be right back out here. No, you got guys that be buying apartments damn near cashing out on apartments, on properties. Shout out to my dude, a Line Street Promo and Podcast. He bought a property, I believe it was in Medellin or Cartagena. It was one of them cities. He bought a property cash. All right. Shout out to Blazing TV. Says Traversity in the house. Love your channel. Shout out to my dude, Traversity. Okay, shout out to Zoo. Zoo makes a good point. And I just learned about this. I just learned about this when I got here, like last week. Zoo says my boy works 3 remote IT jobs right now, grossing $400K. All right, yeah, you got guys out here that have 2 laptops right beside each other. All right, they got 2 laptops right beside each other. This one company, and they work in both of them. So you got that too, right? You got that too. That's a possibility. Life Enjoy said 200K makes you one of the richest in the world. Literally, yeah, you up there. Eric Powell says, Super Chat, man, I really appreciate that. He says, not everyone can or should make it to the promised land. Let's keep Passport Bros Club select. I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree with it. I don't mind a movement, being relatively a small movement. I'm cool with that. I want to attract more intelligent guys. That's why I do shows like on crypto and IT. And I bring guys on, men's health fitness, to attract a certain type of individual. So I definitely understand what you're saying, bro. 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. All right, hold on. Let me pull this website up once again. Hold up, give me a second. Let me pull it up for you guys. Where we at? I'm gonna pull the website up here. Give me 1 second, family. There we go. All right. So that's the website, BMT, blackmentravels.com. Just go to travel news right here. All right. BMT news. All right. Second article, you got the jobs category. 300 companies hiring for online jobs, summer 2022. And you can download it as a PDF. That way the links are active. Here you go, guys. These are the channels right here. These are the jobs. It says, before you begin your search, consider what your goals are and needs are. Minimum income needs. So make sure, it matches your minimum income that you would need to live overseas. I say about $2,000 more, pretty good. Flexible or set schedule. Have a quiet office or work with children present. I'm not sure what that last part means. But yeah. So there you go. That's a list once again. blackmentravels.com. All right. Shout out to David once again with the $4.99 super chat. He says, I'll be here. The next BMT meetup is Cartagena, which is my #1 spot. I suggest Halloween because Halloween be lit. By the end of the year, I'm retired. Shout out to David, man. Retiring at the end of the year. Salute to you, bro. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yes, and the group trip will be in Cartagena. I'm not sure if it's going to be on Halloween, but we are putting the group trip together. We're getting the dates together right now. All right. All right. Zoom makes a good point. We've actually discussed this right here. Got to make sure your VPN setup is on point. Very true. Very true. Shout out to M Cool with $19.99 super chat. Man, I really appreciate that. All right, the email address, Tobias, is blackmentravels@gmail. Hit me on the email, blackmentravels@gmail. All right. You realize that if you make $200 a day, okay, that's a good point. Shout out to Mad Dollars Gaming. He says, do you realize that if you make $200 a day, that is $50K a year? All right, good point. Good point. All right. Now today we're not gonna have a call until today, man. We'll do one tomorrow. Shout out to Travel Diversity. Says the trucking bros getting it for sure. Yeah. You met a couple of the cats out there in Brazil with me. We was all on the beach together. They said they better go get that money. Run that bag up, man. Shout out to the bias for becoming a new member. I really appreciate that, bro. We're gonna do a whole show about the certifications and stuff like that too, bro. We're gonna definitely do that show. Shout out to Cedrico Rich. Now that's a dope YouTube name. Cedrico Rich, $10 super chat. Really appreciate that. He says, salute the BMT making moves all over the globe. Keeps me motivated. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Stay motivated, man. Stay motivated. It's a whole world out here, man. Get out your neighborhood, bro. Get out your neighborhood. I'm telling you, when you travel, I can almost guarantee with certainty that when you go to Brazil, and Austin can attest to this. He says it all the time in his videos. You go to Brazil, Colombia, or any country outside the ER, when you return, you're not the same individual, bro. You're not going to be the same individual. I know I wasn't. When I got back to Brazil that first time, I was saying the same thing Austin was saying in his videos. I was like, bro, I'm done. I'm done. Bro. I said to myself, I told all my family when I got back from Brazil that I'm going to move overseas. They were just like, move overseas? How you gonna do that? I'm like, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm moving overseas. I'm out. It took me about 3 years, off and on. I was doing a lot of productions and stuff like that. But that last year, when I went to Colombia in November of 2020, and I got to Medellin, And I was with my homeboy. Shout out to my dude Micavelli. I was like, bro, I'm leaving. He's like, what? I was like, bro, I'm leaving. Like, what you mean, dog? I'm like, bro, when I get back to America, selling the house, I'm gone, bro. Gone. And I made it happen, man. I just stepped on faith. Man. Shout out to Motto, the international mango lover with the $5 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. He says, a lot of our people are mentally still on the Matrix plantation. I agree with that. Passport bros are modern day abolitionists. I do believe that too, bro. That's true. And everybody not going to get it. Everybody ain't going to get it. And that's okay. Everybody doesn't have to get it. As you can see, we got a lot of heat on us right now, which is fine. You know, it's just growing. But everybody don't have to get it, man. They want to keep dusting it up and just putting, dirt on our names. You're doing this, you're doing that. All the trash talk and all that. Guys don't be on panels arguing back and forth, trying to, what I don't like seeing personally, I don't understand what guys get out of going back and forth with people about you traveling. Like, I see guys trying to explain to people on why they decide to date foreign women or why they decide to live overseas or why they decide to exercise their option. I'm like, why are you explaining? Like, you don't owe nobody anything for your happiness. Stop being held emotionally, hostage by these people. Bro, you can go to any country that you want to. All right. You can live your life. You can do what you want to do. You're your own man. You don't have to explain to anybody. Family, nobody. All right. You don't explain to nobody. You're a grown man. You do what you want to do. You're meant to explore the world. All right. You're supposed to be the trendsetter. You're supposed to forge a new path for not only you, but people in your friends and family as well. When things are hitting the fan already in America. I saw this coming years ago. I knew for a fact when they was giving away all this money, I said, bro, they about to tear us up. They're gonna want their money back. We know how America works. We know the culture, the financial culture of America. They're gonna want that money back. They're gonna get it back in taxes, they're gonna get it back in fees, they're gonna get it back in oil. All this was, I could tell this was gonna happen years ago after COVID. I said, oh, they're gonna get this back. All right. So you're forging a new path for not only you, for your family as well. You might be the one that say, you know what, you might find a city in South America somewhere. You might be in Colombia, somewhere in Barranquilla or something like that. That might be where you want to set up shop at, right? You get comfortable out there, the language, the culture. You might want to bring other people from your family, Hey, man, it's cheaper out here. It's property out here. You can buy land out here. You can eat healthy out here. You can go to the doctor out here, all right? You can still live in the States. You still have roots in America. You're still American, but, especially as Black folk, man, we know all the issues that we face in our communities. We understand that. Like I said before, a lot of Black men are not comfortable with going to the doctor. We're not comfortable going to the doctor. So we have hypertension and stress in our 20s, and we never get that treated. We are the leading, ethnic group in America. We're dying early, dying from cancer, dying from stroke, dying from hypertension. All right. That's why I try to tell you guys, man, not only you got to work on your health, but you got to work on your mental health as well. I say travel is cheaper than therapy, not in place of therapy. But when you do travel, you do get a lot of that out of you. You know what I'm saying? Get a lot of that stuff that I would say, not cultural cultures, but like, let's just say, for example, you come from a family of alcoholics or something right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your great-grandfather was an alcoholic, your great-dad alcoholic, your dad an alcoholic, and now you here, right? You removed yourself from that environment, from that land that all them, your generation was on, and now you're in a different country. It's like a start over, not only for you, but just generationally. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can start fresh. When I'm in Medellin, man, and I see them clouds coming over the mountains in that valley, it's like looking at heaven. You're like, damn, this is a fresh start. This is new air, new water, new people, new culture, new language. All right. Now you get to set a different tone for you and your bloodline, you and your legacy. All right. Your children, say if you have children in Colombia or whatnot, they don't have to see all that bad stuff that happened to you in the hood and the projects and the killing and all that. Don't get me wrong. It ain't a perfect system over there, but you can kind of by you being in some of the top earners in that country, it's very easy to isolate yourself from that. right? Especially in Brazil, because in Brazil, they don't play the bar at all. All right. When you're in Baja de Juca, you can walk around all night, 4, 5, 8 a.m. in the morning on the beach. Nothing's going to happen 9 times out of 10 because the elements are kept out of that area. So you're sitting in there living in a really nice neighborhood that's extremely safe. Even though it's South America, it's extremely safe, right? So now you're in a safer environment. Your dollar goes a whole lot further. You can go to the doctor. All right. You got more time to invest in your health because you got more time to go to the gym. You know, all these benefits. As I say, all this is getting swept up under the rug because they want to just keep throwing the women. You doing this, you doing that, you doing this. It's all BS, right? To tarnish the movement. For whatever reason, I don't know why people are so up in arms about black men deciding to travel the world and exercise their options. All right. The women are just the icing on the cake, man. Well, after a while, a couple of months, you're going to get tired of dating. You're going to get tired of, bro, it's been times when I was in Colombia, bro, I swear to you, I would put my phone in the other room because I'm getting tired of the women calling me, right? Just like, man, I got to get stuff done. I'm going to put my phone in the other room. I got to get shit done. All right? All right. Shout out to Rich Life Global. Dope name. He says, go where you're treated the best. Go where you're most valued. Go where you're most valued, man. I'm telling y'all right now, man, they like black men, bro. Like these other countries, they love us, bro. They give us a lot of love. It's interesting. I'm gonna be 100 with you. It's interesting that a woman from a different culture, would treat you that well. And it's really no going back. It is impossible. Once you get with a Thai woman or a Colombian woman, Brazilian woman, it is super difficult to go back into the dating scene in America. It's just difficult. It's difficult. Damn near impossible. Shout out to my dudes in Thailand. Shout out to you, bro. We gotta link up. Shout out to my guy BMT, who I rock with, till the wheels fall off and the metal scrapes the concrete. Salute. Shout out to my dudes in Thailand. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate that super chat. All right, I want to catch this by Dre the Kid. He says the drama in the States is literally meaningless when you live overseas. Let the haters be great back in the States. Out of sight, out of mind. Very true. Very true. It's funny, man, because when people send me like articles about what's going on in Atlanta, I just be like, wow. Like at the same time, like, oh, why are you sending me this? I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't live here no more. So, it is what it is. Right. All right. Shout out to Rich Life Global. Go where you're treated best with $10 super chat and becoming a member. Man, I really appreciate that. He says, just left Pattaya 2 weeks ago, retiring in February, moving to Thailand. All right. I felt free there, and I believe my business will thrive there. Let's go, Passport Bros. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. That's a good decision. That's a very good decision, man. All right, we got Blatant TV in the building. Says, tell Thai Noodle we said hello. That's my dude Richie Mack. All right, Cynthia, my business was never. Oh, yeah. Chandra the Kid, hold on. Blue Collar says, what if you travel for women? Exactly. Exactly, man. So, all right, guys, we got 357 in the room. I appreciate you guys joining me. It's going to be a short show today, but don't worry, we're going to do another show today, basically, this evening. All right. So, you guys, man, get those passports. Keep those passports stepping. Remember, if you want that jobs list, go to the website, blackmandrivers.com. Look on the travel news section. You will see a list of 300 companies hiring for online jobs overseas. All right, guys? Peace.